which I asked FI to MM integration, right? It's account determination, right? See, FI to MM integration will be happened at the time of goods receipt, right? What is the entry for goods receipt? Inventory account data to GRIR account. So how the FI to MM integration will be happened? Where exactly the beginning point is? It's a material movement type. So many movement type: goods issued to production order, goods receipt, goods in transit, goods are scrapped. So goods finished product issued to customers. So these are all just like movement types. So many movement types will be there. So based on the movement type, transaction will be come up. So now goods issue movement type is 101. So the transaction that we can see, the transaction we can see is inventory account data to GRIR clearing account, right? So inventory, the transaction code is BSX, and GRIR, the transaction key is WRX. So BSX and WRX should be assigned in OBYC. Okay, in OBYC, what we can do, we need to assign the GL accounts. Okay, in what basis? Based on the valuation class, valuation modifier, general modifier, material type. Okay, so this is the way you can explain to the interviewer. So FI to MM integration will be happened at the time of goods receipt. So in goods receipt entry is inventory account data to GRIR. So inventory transaction key is PSX, and GRIR transaction key is WRX. So both should be we can see in the OBYC, where we can assign the GL accounts based on the valuation class, valuation modifier, general modifier, movement type. So the flow directly come from material movement type. So movement type, right? So that you can explain to the interviewer. So the interviewer also will ask you what is valuation class and valuation modifier and general modifier. So that things will be, you can find in my interview book. Okay, this is very important question. What is the difference between valuation class represent? What kind of material we are purchasing, raw material, semi-finished or finished? Okay, that is a classification of the goods, right? In material master, we need to give the valuation class. Okay, in material master, we need to give the valuation class. So whenever you are assigning the valuation class in the material master, that means, so we are directly identifying that is the which kind of material, whether it is raw material or semi-finished or finished. So valuation modifier is just like a grouping code, also called as grouping code. And there's raw material, semi-finished, finished. This we can group together. So then we can put it 001 X something else. We can put it in a configuration level. So allocation modifier we need to activate in SAP system. Okay. So like that general modifier. So this is very important, right? So one scenario I asked. So if we maintain standard price in material master, then price difference account, right? So you know very well what is price difference account. So that amount will move to price difference account only. Okay, price difference account. So difference amount will goes to price difference account. Okay. So where we need to do the price difference account configuration, PRD, price difference is called as a PRD. So we need to assign the GL accounts in OBYC PRD place. Okay, that you can explain to the interviewer. Okay. Okay. So this is the speed is required. This speed is required. So whenever explaining anything, you need to explain and you need to maintain some speed. So without this, you cannot select it. Okay. So if you are explaining everything in slow manner, so then you are creating a chance to the interviewer to ask many more questions. Don't give any opportunity to the interviewer to ask many questions. Okay. Okay. Got it? Yeah. Okay. So maintain some speed. Okay. So that speed represents your confidence. If you are not explaining, then you can directly say, so I didn't come across this question in my previous experience. So so please tell me the answer also. So you can ask politely. So interviewer, if is good, then he will also explain that. Okay, you should be obedient all time. And if you don't aware, you can directly, I'm very sorry, I didn't come across this scenario or this question in my previous experiences. So anyhow, so I definitely do hard work on this, and I will come up with your expectations if you give me an opportunity. Okay. Got it? Yeah. That way you can convince the interviewer. Okay. That way you can convince the interviewer. That is very important. And regarding FI to SD integration, it is a very important aspect that we can learn. So how the FI to SD integration will be happened at the time of billing. So what is the entry for billing? So customer account data to sales. What is the account key for what is the account key for sales? What is the account key? ERL for revenue, ERF right revenue, ERB rebates, ERS sales deductions. So these are all should be there in VKOA. FITSD integration will be happening in VKOA, right? On what basis we are assigning the GL accounts? Application, condition type, chart of accounts, sales organization, account assignment, group for material, customers. Okay, so like that. So we need to assign the GL accounts, right? So there, so there some condition is there. KOFI and KOFK. So this difference is also very important. Okay. So KOFI and KOFK condition in FITSD integration. That is very important. One condition is for CO level and condition is without CO. So that you can see in my documents which I share you. So Babdi sir, you can connect after the end of the session, Babdi sir, tomorrow and ask the interview material. He will share you that interview material just to take the printout. Okay. And regarding the CR process, in real time, what happens? CR is the change request, right? So change request. So every configuration, so if you are doing any configuration in real time, so we need to create the CR in the support project. Okay, CR is mandatory. So if you are doing any change, the CR is mandatory. Without CR, so we cannot proceed. Okay, so development to quality, quality pre-production, pre-production to production. So so for that point of view, CR is required. CR, every configuration requires CR in real time. CR tool, which tool we generally can create CR, you can say ServiceNow. In ServiceNow also we can create the CR number and the CR details. So that CR for regarding the CR details, you can follow your company norms, so how the CR should be prepared and how many approvals are required. Okay. So how the cab approvals will be happened. So these are all things you can get in touch with your team leads in your office in real time. Okay, so CR process generally take 4 to 5 days to move the change from development to quality, quality pre-production, pre-production to production, at least 5 days, minimum 5 days. It may be varied to 5 to 10, 15, 20, 30 days also depends upon the configuration. So like a basic configuration, if you want to create any company code, so then you need to create the CR, right? So CR, where we can create the CR, we can create directly in the ServiceNow. So directly in the ServiceNow. So creation is very easy. So it will take 10 minutes of time. So for that point of view, just you get to connect your team leads, okay, for creation of the CR, right?
Okay.
Okay. So then what happened? So the next step would be, so once you create the CR, then you need to ask your team leads, right? Your team lead will approve this. Your leaders, so IT leaders will approve this CR. Then you need to ask your business side. So please approve this CR. Once the approval process is done, then you need to do the configuration in your system. Okay. So these approvals will take in real time more time. This approval process will take more time in real time. Okay. So you just do it one thing. The CR process generally, these things you can explain to interviewer. Once you get in knowledge in that area, if you don't have knowledge, then how you can explain, right? So you should have at least 1 or 2 years experience in real time, then you can answer that. But if in case you don't have, then it would be difficult for you to answer. I understand this is one of the real time question. So that is the reason what my suggestion is, at least we can say some of the approvals are required and CR ticketing tool is, CR tool is, preparation tool is, we can say ServiceNow, we can create CR, and after that we need to take the approvals from business team leads, business side, business leads and our IT side team leads. And then you can follow the process of the, we can follow the process of the company, that we can say at least. Okay. So then development, we need to do the configuration, and after that we need to forward this to quality. Quality, we need to perform unit testing, and then we need to ask the end user to perform UAT in pre-production system. So in pre-production, UAT will be carried out. So finally, production. So once UAT is okay and user says we can forward this to the changes to production, then we can do it, right? So this is the things that happen in the CR process. Okay, then the gap examples that we can say, what is gap? So what is the existing client business is there? Sometimes that is not possible to map into SAP system, right? So that case we need to reduce the gap. And what is the scenarios that we need to come across? Like some of the payment terms, right? So payment terms given by the client that is not meet SAP standard, right? So some of the customized payment terms are there. So that is not meet the client requirement or SAP standard. So in that case, we need to ask the our ABAPer to perform this activity to check the feasibility. If ABAPer says so, there is a feasibility by doing this payment term in the system. So that's okay. So we need to do that. Okay, this is one way. And rise if workflows, reports, conversions, interfaces, forms. These are all ABAPer requirement is there. Some of the client customized reports are not matching. Okay, so some of the customized reports or customized layouts or any customized T codes that we can make it. So we can create, right? So those things also comes under the gap. Gap means so standard SAP and client requirement both are mismatching, right? Any enhancements also we can put it in gap level. So any enhancement, at least one explain the one enhancements or forms, anything that we can explain to the interviewer. So ASAP methodology, so phases, right? In which phase you have involved. Okay, that phases also need to mention, right? So phases are just like what phase, in which phase. Okay, so how many phases we have in SAP methodology? So project preparation, business blueprint, realization, final preparation. Okay, so you are not part of project preparation phase because it's a high level meetings will be happen. So you are not part of, you are part of only blueprints, realization, final preparation. So in final preparation, cut our activities, right? LSMW, data migration activities, cut our strategy. Okay, so rise if concepts. So these are all things we need to explain to the interviewer. Okay, so this is a basic idea about so these aspects. So just now I asked you, right? Just at least if you explain one or two questions in proper way, that should be fine. So asset accounting, regarding asset accounting, why we are doing these configurations, that is very important, right? So like organized structure, how many configurations are there? So like we need to create a chart of depreciation. After creation of chart of account, chart of depreciation, we need to assign, right? Before that, assign input, non-taxable acquisitions are there. So for that point, we need to create tax codes, right? So then account determination, okay. Then screen layout rules. Okay, what is the purpose of account determination, screen layout rules, depreciation key, methods? These are all things we need to learn practically and theoretically. So what is the purpose is also very important. Okay. So and how many methods are there for depreciation calculation? What are the methods? Depreciation key, configuration. So what are the configuration for depreciation key? Okay, so what is the difference between a straight line method and WD method, multi-level method, periodic control method? Okay, so these are all things very important for the interview aspects. You need to explain to the interview in proper way. Okay, so this is the way you can convince the interviewer to get the job. At least you need to maintain this speed. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
So at least you need to maintain this speed, then there may be chances of getting selected in interview. Okay, if you maintain this speed, that represents your confidence, how much subject you have. Okay, so sometimes what happens, so we are not able to gather all the information in time. So I agree, but for interview practice, we need more practice, more preparation is required. Okay, so explain everything in perfect and prepare well. So without preparing, so we cannot explain anything, right? So first prepare and then so attend the interviews. For you, as per my suggestion, so you just take at least 30 to 40 days. So for preparation only, I will share you one of the interview material to you. Just to follow that material and guidance. Definitely, you will be selected in interview. Okay. So now, see, the way is very important. Explanation. You need to impress the interviewer. So if you are not able to impress the interviewer, that means you are losing the interview, right? So you need to impress the interviewer. So the way you talk or the way you represent yourself to the interviewer is very impressive. Okay, and you should convey to the interviewer that I know all the aspects, but this time I'm not able to collecting all those points, not able to remind those things, but I have knowledge or I have experience in that area. That way, you can say to the convincing is very important and managing is also very important. Okay. So this is the way you can convince the interviewer. And see, so while explaining to the interviewer, so how we can explain? So like automatic payment program, right? I will take you an example. So if interviewer asks about the automatic payment program, how you can guide the interviewer? Tell me how you can guide the interviewer. So first you need to explain. So as a real-time consultant, first explain the real-time scenarios which you know. Okay. So like if you say automated payment program T code is FPGP, through automated payment program we can create huge volume of vendor customer invoice. Okay, so automated payment program is applicable to customers, vendors, national customers, international vendors, national international customers also. So there are two types of runs: payment run, proposal run. So in proposal runs, so in proposal run error also come, and payment run also error will come, right? So like that everyone will explain. Okay. But the internal expectation is you should be real-time consultant. So you need to explain everything in real-time way. So how we can explain? We can explain the real-time scenarios. First, explain the real-time scenarios. What are the real-time scenarios that you know in the automated payment program? Okay, all those scenarios first explain. So the automated payment program, we can clear vendor invoice, customer invoice, GST invoice, withholding tax invoice, CAD discounts. Okay, down payments. Vendor is also customer. Okay, so partial invoices we can also clear, right? So some of the scenarios you just explain to the interviewer. These are the scenarios I just configured in my system and tested out. Then finally, end result should be updated ALM tool. So ALM is the application lifecycle management. This is the testing tool. So here also we need to create the test scripts, right? So we need to attach the test. We need to create the test scripts, and same should be attached in the ALM. Okay, application lifecycle management. ALM stands for. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so first explain the real-time scenarios. Okay, then explain the configuration, right? So automatic payment program configuration FBZP. So what are the areas that we have? So all company codes, paying company codes, payment method in country, payment method for country, bank determination, house bank. So all company codes, what are the fields are there? Sending company code, paying company code, tolerances, areas. Okay, so maximum cash discount, down payments configurations are there. What is the difference between sending company code and paying company code? Okay, so how the so I want the client want to clear the invoices through business area, where we can do that option, all company codes. In paying company code, payment advisory form is here, right? And payment advisory form. What is the purpose of payment advice form? And what is the configuration for that? So initially for payment advice note that we need to create from ABAP, right? So ABAP will create the payment advisory form. So based on the client requirement, so your duty is to get the information from the client and how the payment advisory form should be made, and what is the header data, footer data. Okay, so these are all stuff that we need to collect from the interview client. Then okay, then you need to connect your ABAP, so he will create the form. Okay, so for that point of view, you need to give the FS, right? FS means functional specification document. So in FS, what are the areas will be there? Okay, in FS, how the FS should be right? So as is information, to be information, functional logic, fields, tables, peer review, testing. Okay, how many efforts are estimated hours are required? These are all stuff that we can do it in only FS. FS will be a functional consultant. So based on the FS only, the ABAP will work. Okay, so this is the way you can convince to the interview. Okay, everything should be in real time. What are the points that you are explaining that should be realistic, and you can convince the interviewer that I am a real-time consultant. Okay, I have worked almost 4+ years of experience. I come across these are all scenarios in my experiences right now. I'm very confident to explain. So that way, I also, if you give me an opportunity, definitely I will come up with your expectations and meet the business requirement and organization goals. That way, you can convince the interviewer. Okay. Got it, right?
Yes, I'm getting, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so that way you can convince to the interviewer. This way of explanation is required. So for you, almost it will take 30 to 40 days. Okay. So just maintain this rhythm at least. Okay, maintain this rhythm and practice well, and don't stuck. Don't stuck. Explain speed. Explain speed. If you maintain this speed, definitely first round you will clear interview. So as a FICO consultant, so you should have good knowledge on all aspects, not only AP, AR, GL, asset accounting, withholding tax. Okay, in all areas you need to have good knowledge. Okay, so I will tell you the strategy how to prepare for interview level. So I'm sharing this strategy for you. Okay, see, at least you need to put 5 hours only system practice. Okay, system practice means in which area you need to practice FI to MM integration, FI to SD integration, okay, EBS, DME, IDOC. Only these 5 areas you need to do only system practice. Remaining things are not required. See, this 100% success strategy is applicable to my trainees only. So what I am suggesting, so to my trainees, so just follow 5 hours only for this areas. Rest of the hours only theoretical aspects that you need to prepare from the interview materials. Okay. So if you are putting implementation project, so you need to more perfect on SAP methodology and SAP methodology in S4HANA, active methodology. So you should know active methodology, right? So SAP and active methodology both are very important. You should have good knowledge on cutover activities, LSMW, BDC. Okay, so APP configuration, withholding tax, GST, client data, client details. At least you should know client details, asset configurations, full concepts, running EBS configurations. These are all implementation areas. Okay, so after you need to focus more on these areas first. If you are putting implementation, then you should have good knowledge on APP configuration, withholding tax, GST configuration, all entries also. And you should have good knowledge on LSMW and BDC and cutover activities and SAP and active methodology, asset configuration and concepts and dunning concept, EBS configurations. These are all required. Okay. And for that point of view, you just prepare 8 days, only theoretical aspects. The support project, month-ending year-ending activities, P2P process, OTC process, FIT MM integration, FI to SD integration, new GL concept. These are very important for the support level. Okay. So and regarding error, at least you should know for a basic map errors. Okay, and 10 to 20 errors are completely related to real-time errors. So if anyone asks you what are the errors that you come across in your previous companies, then you can say these are the errors, right? So that way you can prepare. And technical topics like IDOC, DME, functional spec, RISE validation, substitution. So these are all important areas in real time. So interview will try to ask you many questions from this area only. Okay. So and as for HANA changes also very important. At least we can able to say 25 to 30 as for HANA related changes. Then there may be chances of getting selected in the interview. Okay. This is a 100% success strategy. So I'm sharing this 100% success strategy for you. Okay, so just to do it the same way. There may be chances get selected in the interview as well. Are you getting me?
Yes. Getting.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, are you getting me? What I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah, I'm getting, sir.
Okay.
Required knowledge on S4HANA, sir?
Yes, yes, you should have good knowledge on S4HANA, and then there may be chances of getting selected interview. Okay, just I'm giving an example, but you just come to our webinars or seminars. Okay, almost 3 hour sessions I will take in real time in offline sessions. Maybe Telugu people are very well aware about my training. So maybe English so I'm not taking because of people very less nowadays SAP in my training institution. Almost right now I started new batch in SAP FICO English batch. Okay, so soon also I will conduct seminars, webinars. Okay, so for English batch also. And you should have good knowledge on these aspects like the project related, right? This is very important. What kind of project you are doing right now? Okay, so this is very important. The project related questions, these are very important. Okay, you just need to follow these project questions. Then there may be no chance. See, you will answer all of the questions in interview, 100%. So in our training, so we will explain each thing in our classes. Okay. So I don't know where you have taken training, but so this session is definitely helpful to you. I'm 100% sure. So I shared you 100% success strategy. Okay, so you just follow this, and some of the project related questions also I shared. Okay, and see regarding the interview material, so you can connect to Babji sir. He will share you the interview material to you. Just complete that interview material within 40 days. And tomorrow, if tomorrow has an interview, just you go to this 100% success strategy. So in that, so you just follow all this stuff. Okay, first, second, third, fourth, like that. You prepare all. Okay, you just complete all these things and then attend the interview. Okay, and one more suggestion is in YouTube, there are so many videos are there regarding mock test and all. So see, I'm uploaded so many videos. The SAP FICO mock test. Okay, just follow my mock test guidance. So many videos are there. Okay, just for your reference, just follow this.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So you just open up these videos and check it out. So how they are explaining and which skill I'm lacking. Okay, so those things you can find it there. And some of the interview questions also I'm sharing for you. Important materials also I'm sharing to you. So whatever the document I'm sharing to you, just go through the document and read out. Okay. Okay, so you can connect to Babji sir. He will share you some of the interview materials to you. Okay, so he will share you one interview material. Just follow that material and focus more and take at least 30-40 days to attend the next interview and do more research and look out our videos that is flooded in the SAP in YouTube channel and follow my channel Chanu SK. So many important and real-time content I'm uploading. Those things also you can directly say to the interviewer. So today also uploading GL blocking and also very important real-time stuff we are giving in the YouTube channel. Just to follow. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay. Any questions or anything if you want to ask, this is the right time.
I've seen my conversation and also rating 10 out of, sir.
See, regarding the conversation, I cannot directly say these things. I told you. So almost it will take 30 to 40 days only for preparation. Okay. So see, learning SAP is different. Okay. Attending interview is different. Working in real time is also different. So attending interview need more communication skills, presentation skills, delivery. Okay, so we have separate group in SAP. Like so we are practicing everything in interaction group. So almost all of our trainees attending interaction group, and they are preparing. Okay, so because of that, they don't have lack of any communication skills, presentation skills, delivery. So unfortunately, you don't have that group, and you didn't participate any seminars or any workshops. So that case, it would be difficult for you to explain everything in a smooth manner. So that what my suggestion is, just follow our videos in YouTube and how they are explaining and how I'm explaining, and just compare those things. Okay, and just explain everything in little bit speed. So you are very slow right now. So a rating I cannot give you because so you need more practice. Okay, I cannot say 10 out of 2, 3, 4 like that. So it would reduce your confidence level if I give that. Okay, as a trainer, I all time give I will give you suggestions only. Okay, not any degrading or demotivate other people. Okay, got it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what I'm saying, just prepare these areas, client details, okay? And just now I shared 100% success strategy, right? So if tomorrow an interview is there, then just complete 100% success strategy and follow my guidance. So just I'm taking an example, right? How the automatic payment program will be explained, right? So first you need to explain the real-time scenarios, then explain the each field, what is the purpose here, explain the configuration purpose. Okay, that way you can convince the interview.
Sir.
Okay, so how the session is it good for you or bad, or what is your expectation? How I fulfilled? So just tell me right now.
As of now, till day,
Mhm.
I'm not any crack
Okay,
interviews.
you are not.
I'm not get from anyone.
Okay,
Not
you didn't get this kind of guidance from anyone, right? Okay.
till date, I'm not got any hints for cracking interviews and all. Actually, it's helped me a lot.
Okay.
It gives a more like it it gives a like a it gives me like one mapping how to prepare, how to crack. I
Okay.
got some ideas about uh, preparation and interview skills where I need to improve my skills and all. Actually, it helps a lot.
Okay.
And
Okay, thank you very much, you two, attending this kind of interview. Okay, so I'm just taking 35 minutes of session because I haven't prepared properly. Okay, so anyhow, you are not much training, but we are also conducting mock test for all of the SAP Chinese. So anyone can join in this Chinese session. So by paying 2,000 rupees only, And so we will explain your weaknesses and where we need to brush up. Those are all things that we can share over here. And Narasimha Rao, along the interview, how it is, fine or good or bad. So just share your feedback. I think you are also attending, you want to also attend the interview, right? So tell me, what is the feedback that you got? Tell me the feedback. So are you there, Narasimha Rao? Hello. You are on mute, I think. Unnara?
Hi, sir.
Yeah, along the interview. Unnara, Purtigal?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
along
sir.
the interview.
I'm in the interview. I'm in the interview for starting onwards. That
Okay,
is good, sir.
it's good. Okay.
Okay.
We can allow use in the interview. Hello.
ఎలా యూజ్ అవుతుందంటే కొన్ని ఏరియాస్ నాకు తెలియని క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా ఉంటాయి సార్.
Okay.
అవి నాకు మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి నేను రివ్యూ చేసుకోవడానికి కూడా అవకాశం ఉంటుంది సార్.
Okay, right. Super. Okay, ma'am. So if you have any problem, then you can feel free to call me directly. Okay, so our sessions, see here almost 5 people attended mock test right today. So you can ping here if you have any problem, or you directly attend the interview. Okay, first you attend the interview, and then you can come back to me. Okay. So interview preparation is different. Real-time survival is different. Okay, learning is different. So for interview preparation, you need communication skills, presentation skills, excellent delivery. And moreover, you need to impress the interviewer. You need to impress. So you need to impress the interviewer. That means whatever the words are coming from your mouth, that should be more powerful. Okay, that should be more powerful, and every word is very important. That way you can train yourself, motivate yourself. Nobody will motivate you, but you can motivate yourself, and try to explain everything in little bit faster. Okay, not slow. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you getting me right? So everything?
Yes, sir. I'm getting.
Yeah, thank you very much for attending session. See you.
Sir,
Yes.
are you available in any case?
See, actually, so almost time is right now 12 p.m. right? So 12:20. See, this is just like mock test. Okay, so you attend the interview. So if you are not able to cracking interview once again, then you can connect to me. Okay.
Not sir. In further case, if I got any doubts or to need to ask you.
See, regarding that doubts are not we are taking. Only it's a mock test, right? Yes, no problem. Just ping in chat box. You can directly connect. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. See you. Thank you. All the best.